Hey everybody, Sandy here, and I am up today with the Oh So Inspired team here on YouTube. Now, our inspiration was a pin that was sent to us by Crafty Owl of the Call Me Crafty Owl YouTube channel. And Lisa challenged us to find 3 things on that picture to inspire us. So I did. I chose the color red, the buffalo plaid, and the deer in the photo. And this is just something I pulled out to use with that. So what I'm doing is I'm scrapbooking a picture of our white Christmas tree that usually is in our dining room from last year's Christmas. And I'm super excited to do this layout. So I love Christmas. I love Christmas trees. This year we have 5 Christmas trees in the house, so it's super exciting. And I wanted to document this Christmas tree from our 2016 Christmas. So let's see what I can do. All right, so I had originally bought this buffalo plaid vellum for my documenting December daily that I'm working on, and I haven't put it into my album yet, and I have multiple sheets of it, so that is definitely going to have to make it in because I love this plaid. Now what I'm going to do is just leave it completely intact as an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I'm going to plop it right on down on this red paper with Christmas trees in the background. Now I'm using some of this glitter tape, and the glitter tape is losing its sticky, so I had to use my ATG on it, and that went ahead and stuck it down nicely, and I'm just trimmed off the excess. And now I'm just putting some adhesive behind that so that you don't see the adhesive through the vellum. So that's always a good trick to use when you are working with vellum, is just put your adhesive on the element, like behind the vellum, but under the elements that are already on the page. So I wanted to just add a little bit of a border around my photo. So I'm flipping through the Simple Stories 6x8 paper pad, and I decided to go with this red and white diagonal stripe because it just peeks out ever so slightly behind the photo, and it just gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz, because really the photo is a lot of black and white and neutral. There's a couple red gifts under that tree, but really it's a lot of neutral. So I wanted to pop it up a little bit, and I did that with this red paper. So now I've committed to using these deer, and as I'm sitting here watching this, I'm realizing that my top row of deer on my paper is actually headless, and I did not realize that until I'm sitting here watching me scrapbook it. So if I would have noticed that, I would have cut that off and had the deer, like a full deer, as the top of the page, but I didn't even notice it. And I even put some stuff up there, and it never even registered with me. So I'm going to use this snowflake, and this is actually a tag that, oh goodness, I purchased it years and years ago to put on presents, and I kept some of them for scrapbooking. Okay, so I've decided to add a little bit of extra pizzazz to this gold glitter tape that I put down. And the inspiration photo has lots of like red ball garland, and this sequin trim really reminded me of that red ball garland in the inspiration photo. So I'm just going to go with it. And I really like how it looks on top of the red gold glitter tape. So that's making me happy. And while I'm messing around with this little snowflake, be sure that you follow the links in the description below so that you can hop around YouTube and check out everyone's creation from the inspiration piece. Now, we're not all scrapbookers, but we all are crafters, so it's really fun to check out what other people have done. Sometimes they do cards, sometimes they do some sort of paper crafty project, and it's just really awesome to check out and see what other things are out there and what other creative and talented ladies can come up with, because it's just a lot of fun. I got to tell you, I love watching YouTube videos. And obviously you guys do because you're watching a YouTube video right now, right? I just really enjoy having YouTube videos and creative stuff and crafty stuff up in the background while I am crafting as well. It just helps that flow. Okay, so enough of that. Now I'm using the Fancy Pants Merry and Bright puffy stickers, and it says Deck the Halls, and it's in gold. And interestingly enough, the only part of that I had to add a little bit of extra adhesive to was the word halls. And I think that's probably because I handled it a lot. Like my fingers were on the back of it a lot. I didn't have to add extra adhesive to deck the, and I'm like touching it right now and pushing on it, and it's firm in place. So that was a pleasant surprise. No need to do that. So now I'm pulling some puffy heart stickers, and these I got at the Target dollar spot, and they're just really cute little stickers. There's like silver glitter, red, and green, and I'm just using the red today. So, and see, right up there by that deer, and didn't even realize it didn't have a head. Not even paying attention. Okay, so placing this snowflake was way more trouble than it was worth. Like, I ended up putting it in the exact same spot I had it at the beginning, and then just adding a little bit of adhesive there to keep everything firmly in place. And then I realized I hadn't done anything with this deer head, and I really like the deer head, and I was trying to figure out a place where he could go on this page, but he doesn't end up going on the page. I just used the deer pattern paper. I don't add the deer head. But that deer head, I think the real reason why I didn't put it on this page was because I want him for my December daily. So he did not make it. But he will make it on a December daily page for sure. So now I'm off looking for some twine, and I completely forgot to cut this out. I was certain I had red and white twine, like 100% certain I have it. I couldn't find it. The only thing I could find was red and navy and pink and white, but no red and white twine. So I grabbed this black and white twine, and you can't even see it. Like, it gets lost there. So I decided to grab the thicker black and white twine that I have in my December daily kit and tie that into a bow and place it on top of that snowflake. And I just trim off the tails because they are a little bit long. And I use, what I usually do to add little bows like this onto pages, I use Zots, and I use the small Zots. And they work great. Like, it's a super strong adhesive. It holds that twine on there, and it's perfect. So I'm super happy with that. Now I'm looking at this, and I'm like, this is pretty plain. Like, there's not a lot of excitement going on. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with some of my albums, or some of my layouts in my albums to be super, super embellished. And I'm okay with some of them to be, like, pretty mild and pretty tame, and just, there it is. Because that's what makes me happy. I like flipping through my albums, and I like seeing different styles of pages, and I like seeing different levels of embellishment and different colors and different pattern papers. So that's what makes me happy. So what I decide to do, because I feel like it does need just a little bit more. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. What I decide to do is take out these freckled fawn word phrases, and they're stickers. And I just take 3 of them, and they say season's greetings, Merry Christmas to all, and Happy Holidays. And I just put them up there at the top. Now, see all that time I spent up there with that poor headless deer and didn't even pay attention. I even layered the sticker over it, and it never even registered. So what I do, moving on from the poor headless deer, I cut off a little strip of paper. And I'm just going to repeat that 3 little word strips from the top down here to the bottom. And I just write, the tree in the dining room held the kids' gifts to each other. Because I gotta tell you, I love Christmas. I love Christmas trees, but it's hard getting presents underneath so many Christmas trees. So we determine, okay, these gifts go here, those gifts that go there. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. That's about it for me. Be sure to check out the other lovely ladies' creations. They're all linked down below. And I will see you next month for another Oh So Inspired. Thanks so much. Bye.